Hey everyone, here's a recap of the Midjourney Office Hours from October 18th. I have been extremely sick for the past week, so I apologize if I don't sound very good. To the news, David said that 5.3 is coming out as soon as possible, with a focus on three things: a new default aesthetic, style personalization, and an upscaler. But that does not mean all of that is coming soon. Let me explain. He said the whole process has been bumpier than they've wanted. They wanted two upscalers, a subtle and a creative, but the creative isn't working right, so they might do a 2x upscaler and a 4x that are both subtle. He said they want to make it fast enough so people can use it on relax mode, but they aren't sure if that will be possible. In terms of server load and whether they can support it, it uses bigger GPUs that are in lower supply. That won't be a long-term issue, but it is a problem in the short term. He said he likes the upscaler because he thinks that 100% of the community will probably use it, whereas other features are much more niche. And Midjourney has a large community with many different opinions on what is most important. He said it's hard to prioritize features that cater to the most amount of users. He did say that he's also impressed with the 4x upscaler. It's the highest resolution in image generation, and it has a different foundational math behind the resolution change. It's more of a diffusion upscaler, which will be different than other AI upscalers on the market. He said it could be ready today, as in yesterday by the time you're hearing this, or it could be ready tomorrow. He said there is an extremely high chance that it comes out this week. Then he said it probably won't be called 5.3 though. I'll explain that in a little bit, but he also said we might be able to use it on older versions, and I think that's really interesting if that wouldn't be possible, as in you'd only be able to access this new upscaler on a freshly generated picture. Then on to style personalization, there's a debate on what to call the feature. He said it's not exactly a style choice, it's more like an aesthetic personality test. It could just be called /tuning, but he thinks that a Midjourney tuning system sounds kinda lame. He said it works and it's useful, but then he said it's harder to learn than is ideal, and it's somehow counterintuitive. He said that it's difficult to make it a smooth experience from a technical standpoint, and then some guides in the chat said that it's definitely an advanced user feature. I think that's hard to imagine, but it all sounded pretty cool. I'm excited to eventually try it. And David was talking out loud about how many things do they release that they might eventually replace. So do they hold off on the personality tests until it's 100% ready, or release it sooner and then make changes as they go? I don't know what they're gonna do. And then David also mentioned that it's going to cost fast credits. And I didn't understand this at first, but I think it generates images for you as you take the test to sort of visually show you what you're getting into, but I could be wrong about that. And then to the point of why it might not be called 5.3, and he said it's because they are having problems with the new default aesthetic, and if they can't figure it out, they won't call any of it 5.3. He also noted that the NIJI team released a NIJI app. You can get it on the Apple or Android store, but keep in mind that the whole design of the app is catered to a Japanese aesthetic, so the layout and the visual design might seem more busy than you're used to in the West. And a keynote is that you can also use it to make normal Midjourney images, which is pretty cool. I guess it's a Midjourney mobile app. If you're not a fan of Discord, highly suggested you give it a try. I'll probably make a video on that soon. And if you're a fan of the art in this video, which I certainly was, here is the prompt. It's your subject, comma, edgy political commentary, conceptual minimalism, mic allred, low resolution, otto piene or piene, sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, cartoon violence. I also use Chaos 8 for a lot of these, but I have to point out something really important. One of the names in the prompt is mic allred, ALLRED. Now, when you use that in Midjourney, unfortunately, it reads that as all red, and you're gonna get some heavily dominated red generations. So I also included -- no red at the end of my prompt, or at least at the end of a lot of these prompts. You'll notice the ones that don't have red in them. That's a pretty big key difference. Just wanted to let you know. And if you want to see a better look at some of my images, you can follow me over on Instagram @FutureTechPilot. I hope you're all doing well. Take care, and I'll see you next time.